Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we will go straight over to those charts. So yeah, Bitcoin did break down from here. We did pretty much say in yesterday's video, if we take out this low here, then well, 17.5 was going to be our first target. See how we react there, and then obviously we got potentially come down to the 16.5 16.5 level. I mean, I haven't moved this line. I have literally not moved this line. I can actually assure you that, and we have actually touched it to the almost the absolute. I mean, I can't really zoom in any closer than that. But yeah, feel free to look at my yesterday's video if you guys think I've moved this line, because I definitely haven't. It will just still say this same level here yesterday. Anyway, so yeah, this is our target. Obviously we're getting a nice bounce off this level just because it was a target. So that's where bots and algos and real human traders are gonna be have orders in to take profits. So yeah, nice bounce off there. Also, we are coming in on a 4-hour 9. So yeah, potentially expect some, well, down sideways to up, because obviously it will be a buy 9. Potentially expect some sideways to up. Just to check the sound. Yeah, sideways to up. But realistically, guys, we've got to basically wait for either some sort of bottoming formation, consolidation, attempt to pull back up, and just hold this range basically, for them Bitcoin to have a chance of turning back up, or we're just gonna have to wait until this level breaks, and then we come down to our major area down here, which I will oh, I've got drawing tools locked. I will extend this box across, so it's just so we can see it better. Not so we can see it better, just so it's just, you guys know what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, that is what we are looking at the moment presently. What I will say is the DXY dollar is still looking weak. And this is looking like it is breaking down from its ascending channel, from what looks like a bear flag. So if this does come down to this level, I mean, it's going to put upward pressure on Bitcoin. And if it does come down, if it takes out this low, the DXY takes out this low and comes down towards basically the 90 round figure, then I would expect Bitcoin has a good chance of this basically being roughly the low, of holding this level anyway. Maybe we don't even get lower than this level now. We could potentially hold this level if obviously the dollar does have a retrace. I think that would clearly give Bitcoin the extra momentum to get down to this lower level of the range. But don't forget the main saying in trading: the trend is your friend. And if we do basically put in a low here, that will be a higher low, will look perfectly normal within the trend, within the context of the trend, and that'll look great. Also, don't forget the in Bitcoin, when you get moves down, often once that move is done, that is the end of the move. You don't often, often you can do, but obviously in a bull market, the initial move down is usually gives us the low, and then we'll trade sideways above that low, and then pump back upwards. Obviously in a macro bull market, which we are clearly in at the moment. So yeah, that is something to think about. This could be it. This could be the low. This is basically the middle of the range. You guys know how much I love my ranges, my larger ranges on the larger time frames, and you know how I look to basically you go to the top, you go to the bottom, you go back to the top, and then also the middle of the range is relatively important also. I know this isn't quite the middle, but this is just where the level happens to be. I mean, if we drew a line here and didn't have the box, so the underside of this box, that being the middle, and then the lower side of this box being the bottom, you would pretty much see it would be the middle. But it's just that obviously this box is obviously its top and bottom are a bit lower, and this top and bottom are a bit higher, so it kind of skews what looks to be the middle. But you could call this roughly the middle of the range. But my point being is that you have the range, you have the top half of the range, and you have the bottom half of the range, and they are relatively important. Obviously going from the whole range top to the bottom, it does happen. and it's something to keep an eye for. But the midpoint is also another thing to keep an eye on. And then also, I mean, on top of that as well, we did have a full move of the whole range. We did pretty much come back and test near the middle of it here and bounced off it, and we have basically come down and test the middle again, and we're currently deciding, are we going to bounce off it again or move to the upside again. I will say my bias, just by looking at it now, because I mean, I just know better than to try and call bottoms, pick bottoms, catch falling knives. Just the fact we're coming down like this, you just have to have the view that we're just going to carry on until we basically don't. And at the moment, we haven't really realistically stopped. We're just getting a little bit of a pullback from this level. So my bias would come down to the bottom of the range. But we will have to see. We were talking about these warning signs in yesterday morning's video as well. So yeah, I mean, that is obviously playing out again though. Again, like I'm saying, this is probably disastrous for the leverage traders. Probably not the sort of thing they were looking for. We're also talking about low vol leading to high vol. We're talking about this was going to have a move, be it to the upside or the downside, and my bias was to the downside. And yeah, expansion. We are getting expansion. We could easily get out. I mean, we could easily come all the way down to the lower level. So yeah, so realistically, keep an eye on the DXY. Obviously, stocks looking fantastic. Stocks are always looking good. Quick whiz through the stochastics then. 4 hour looking like it could give us a bit of relief, along with obviously that 4 hour TD9 coming in. So yeah, I mean, we could hang around consolidating this area and then decide, is that the local bottom and we're going to push on upwards, or are we going to come further down to that 16, the mid 16 level? 10 hour stoats coming down as well. So obviously they just indicate more downside momentum. 12 hour too. That would play into realistically a shorter term consolidation. Maybe. I mean, we've had a bounce, but some more sideways here, and then potentially breaking out of that level. And then daily as well coming down too. So yeah. And 2 day coming down as well. So yeah, I mean, and 3 day coming down, and 5 day turning down. So it would look very normal for us to be honest, at the very minimum, based on that stochastic read, to come down to 16, to basically come down to the mid to low 16s. As to whether that happens, I think it would very much depend on what happens with the dollar. I do think that is basically what could save Bitcoin coming down to at least a 16.5. But that's not to say I have a view on where the dollar will break down or break up from here. I mean, I do think it will break down, but it's not to say what the dollar will or won't do. But yeah, I think that's what we've got to keep an eye on. But clearly we have got a good chance of getting down to 16.5, and then we really have got to put in a bounce there, because if we start to take out that level, that will trigger all sorts of bearish price action, with the next target of around 14, and then I mean, the next target of around 14k. That would be a good level for Bitcoin to basically back test its breakout. Its major breakout. If we go to the daily, you can kind of see here, we broke above this previous high, had a big massive pump up. If we then come and back test that level around the 14k and bounce off that level, then I think that would be it. That would be Bitcoin bull market underway, fully confirmed. The breakout, the back test, the the forward check, the back check, the paycheck. So that is what that would look like. So wouldn't be disaster. It would be disastrous in the short term for well, over leveraged people not expecting it, just people that don't zoom out, people that literally just look at 1 hour or less than time frames, whereas realistically we look at 4 hour, 12 hour daily, even weekly, to see what we think's going on. But yeah, that could very much be on the cards, guys. I don't think we'll get anywhere near to 14k if we don't get a bounce in the dollar. I do think there's just that it'd be like ice skating uphill for Bitcoin to get down here with the dollar coming down. It just would be too difficult, I believe. But yeah, but that is not to say the dollar won't have a retrace. I mean, the dollar, clearly it can have its back test of its breakdown level, which is could take us all the way up to potentially 92s. 92s on like a wick basis, and that would clearly put downward pressure on Bitcoin. So yeah, are we having a bit of a medium term, are we in the process of a medium term trend change? Obviously long term still up, and then medium term turning down. I mean, we could very much be. We do know Bitcoin can turn on a dime, but if you do see this pullback here was after this big massive run up, and then yeah, obviously that was bounced back up. But if we do come down again and we are showing weakness again like we potentially are, then this level doesn't necessarily have to hold. But we will see, because again, I'll say again, I like the ranges. Consolidating, trading sideways in this range into early next year would look very normal to me. So that is it, guys. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I'll speak to you guys later on today.